me because you're going to think I'm talking off topic, but I'll get there.
And please state your name.
Jennifer Nagle, 6208 Bryan Lane, Knoxville, Tennessee, 37921. Good evening. Tonight I would like to talk to you about dyslexia. You may not know this, but on October 12, 2015, the U.S. Senate passed a bipartisan resolution by unanimous consent designating October as National Dyslexia Awareness Month, recognizing that dyslexia has significant educational implications that must be addressed. This is something that Mayor Burchett also did in October 2014 in Knox County. Senator Barbara Mikulski from Maryland, who helped write this resolution, said, "Dyslexia is a learning disability that cuts across class, race, age, and zip code. Kids with dyslexia need attention from caring, highly skilled teachers and special services that are essential to setting them on the path for a lifetime of self-sufficiency. With early diagnosis and identification, targeted instruction and adjustments, students with dyslexia and other learning disabilities will have the tools and resources necessary to be successful." You have heard me say this before, dyslexia affects 20% of the population. That is 1 in 5 students. With 59,516 students enrolled in Knox County schools, that means potentially 11,903 students have some form of dyslexia. Early intervention is key. Thankfully, with RTI, we are helping students with characteristics of dyslexia earlier than we ever have. So yes, in this case, I do like RTI. Yes, you heard me correctly. I said I like RTI in the case of early intervention. When we make these same students wait a full year for data points, that is where I have my concerns. So why am I here if we are helping students earlier than ever? Because we need to train our teachers on what to look for in their students and how they can help their students in their classroom across all subject areas. There are simple accommodations that can be done in the classroom to help these students, and our colleges are not teaching them what dyslexia actually is. Did you know that most people think dyslexia is switching letters around in a word? 2 years ago, that is what I thought too. But the #1 warning sign of dyslexia is spelling issues. Spelling. And as an advocate, I have been told countless times that spelling doesn't matter. A lot of you are professionals here, so I have a question for you. If you ever received a resume that had spelling errors in it, would you even grant them an interview? I'm guessing no. Spelling does matter. In fact, in IDEA, the definition of specific learning disability is as follows. The term specific learning disability means a disorder in one or more of the basic psychological processes involved in understanding or in using language, spoken or written, which disorder may manifest itself in the imperfect ability to listen, think, speak, read, write, spell, or do mathematical calculations. The good news is our Tier 3 intervention is going to help with spelling when the interventions are done with fidelity. But what happens if a student doesn't struggle with reading according to STAR, but really struggles with spelling? Teachers need to be able to recognize that this is a warning sign of dyslexia and get the students the help they need. Spelling issues fall under written expression, and through RTI, we should be looking for children with reading, math, and written expression concerns. Not all students with written expression issues have basic reading issues as well, and we all need to remember that. So what does this have to do with the Tennessee Ready? Simple. The Tennessee Ready has accommodations that TCAP never had for all students, which is wonderful. But there are other accommodations that could be put into the system beforehand that would greatly benefit students with dyslexia. But again, teachers need to understand and know what dyslexia is in order for them to know these accommodations are needed for their students to be able to show their true knowledge on the subject. I am thrilled to share that this Thursday, October 22nd, the KCC PTA and KCEA have asked me to do a training for parents and teachers on dyslexia. Learning what dyslexia actually is, recognizing it, excuse me, and helping our students will increase your test scores, and isn't that what we all want? I want to end by mentioning Northwest Middle School. Dr. McIntyre knows how much I love Northwest and the principal, Dr. Karen Loy, but I'm so proud of the accomplishments at the school that I need to share them with all of you. Sopris, the company that makes Language Live, that we use in our middle schools for students with characteristics of dyslexia, has selected Northwest as a site to produce training videos for Language Live because their fidelity is so good. If the fidelity of implementation of an intervention is not good, nothing will happen. Good teachers and good interventions are both necessary for student success. Northwest Middle will be part of future training. This is because of the great improvements in student achievement based on all of last year's data in reading. Thank you for your time, and I hope to see you all Thursday night at the Spotlight on Dyslexia training. Thank you.